It's that time again. Not even actual back to school. The time where all the stores start having so much back to school stuff where you start like freaking out and feel like you're not ready, even though you're pretty sure summer vacation like just started. Anyway, if it's your first time here, I am Sarah Engel. Comment below and tell me that you're new so that I can personally welcome you. You can make this your best school year yet, and I want to help you with that. But we're going to start today with something as simple as school supplies, because you have them with you and you use them every single day, so why not have something that's unique to you and remind you that you can create the world that you want. This is just the first video in a whole back to school series. We're going to have life hacks, hairstyle, the lookbook outfit idea, almost like music video style thing. We're also gonna have like an extra special second DIY video. And after a couple of like pretty bad fails, I think I finally figured it out. I'm still tweaking it, but I'm so excited for you to see that because I don't think you've seen anything quite like it. So if you don't want to miss out, you should poke that subscribe button. I'm not really into smashing things. So get ready for unicorns and even an army of gummy bear crayons with our DIY school supplies for back to school.
Have you ever had one of those days in class that just felt dull and your teacher already said no to doing your math homework in glitter glue? Or if you're that person who's obsessed with candy, but you're not allowed to have it in class? I have the answer to either problem: gummy bear crayons. Not edible, they just look like candy. And you can make more than just gummy bears. You can do mermaid tails, butterflies, basically anything you want. And you can put as many colors as you want into one crayon. So I kind of want to make a rainbow crayon that I can make a whole picture and color the whole thing with just one crayon. Most crayon DIYs tell you to chop up crayons and use an oven. Well, not today. We're doing this the easy way with a hot glue gun. So pick any mold you want. I went a little crazy and got a ton of molds. I got rainbows and shooting stars, mermaids, butterflies, and little tiaras, and this whole little thing of gems, and then my favorite, the gummy bears. It's actually Rosanna Pansino's new gummy bear mold, so when you're done, wash it out and make real gummy bears. I got Disney Princess crayons at Party City for really cheap. So just peel off the wrapper, then just take your crayon and put it right into the hot glue gun, just like you would a glue stick. Only now, instead of squirting out glue, you can just squirt the wax right into the little mold. No chopping up crayons, no ovens. It's basically a little squirt gun for your crayons. And if your hot glue gun isn't pushing the crayon out of the way, you can take another crayon to push it down with further, or you can grab a pencil and use it to get all the rest of your wax out of the glue gun. To make your new crayons harden faster, you can just pop them in the freezer. And while you wait, you can make more crayons. So this time, I'm going to do a multicolor crayon. So I'm starting with the yellow that I already had in the glue gun and filling up the star section of a shooting star mold. Then I loaded a peeled purple crayon and squeezed a little onto a paper plate first to make sure any leftover yellow is gone. And then it's really fun because you can fill up your mold with any colors you want and put them all into one crayon. I also made mermaid tail crayons, which would actually fit perfectly in my part 2 video. The video is gonna be way too long, so my mermaid themed DIYs from this video are going in a second video for you to watch when you're done. If it's not out already, I'm probably sitting at my computer editing it right now. All right, leave the crayons in the freezer for at least half an hour before checking to see if they're cooled. And then you just kind of tug and pull a bit on the mold a little to loosen up the crayons. And ta-da! Oh, I love the gummy bears so much. And the mermaid tails too. And all of my crayons came out pretty easily. I made a bunch. I think I only broke one. And it was a mermaid tail, the really thin part. I just got a little too aggressive with it. They write just as well as whatever original crayons made them with, but they're way more fun because they're gummy bears or mermaid tails or crowns. But you can also draw with multiple colors from the same crayon. I liked the gummy bears so much that I made a whole little army of gummy bear crayons. Some of my one little yellow gummy bear isn't all alone. We will bring you down. Whoa! guys, the gummy bear mold will be back. I'm gonna have to come up with more things to do with gummy bears. Besides, like actually make gummy bears like you're supposed to do with the molds. Anyway, which, by the way, you can make real gummy bears and slip them in your crayons and have a secret stash now. So in the words of Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men, you're welcome. It starts out innocently. Don't do it, resist the urge. And that's why you're not allowed to have toys in class anymore. But you can have pencil sharpeners. This is probably the easiest DIY you'll ever make. Just grab a couple little pencil sharpeners, some finger puppets. I got these guys at Party City for like 15 cents. You can also do this with little squishy guys, but then you'll need a craft knife. To do the finger puppet, just take your finger puppet and check to make sure the little pencil sharpener fits in there. Then squirt in some hot glue. Put the little pencil sharpener inside the puppet. Just make sure you leave space for the pencil shavings. That's really all you gotta do. And there you go. That's how easy it is. The squishies are a little trickier, but not much. Take your craft knife and you gotta cut them open. I kind of did like a little plus sign on the bottom. Then I realized it looked like all of his little friends were watching and it felt a little awkward. Anyway, once you have them cut open, you do basically the same thing. Make sure the little sharpener fits inside. This time you just need to glue it around the edges, but again, make sure you leave an opening for the pencil shavings. There you go. Is it a toy or is it a pencil sharpener? Never fear your alarm clock when you kick off the day with unicorn vibes. This DIY is a desk decor name tag, but you can put it anywhere and put any words on it. And even if you're not going back to school, you may want to try this for office decor. To start off, remove the name tag from any old desk nameplate. Next, pick your paint colors. I'm using aqua for the base nameplate, then pink and purple acrylic paint to create an ombre effect on the name tag. Use a sponge to pat on the paint using an up and down motion. Doing this instead of smearing it back and forth keeps it from looking streaky. By the way, you can do this project faster with spray paint, but I wanted to show you how to do it with regular acrylic paint in case you can't or don't want to use spray paint. You'll need to use a brush to get the little areas a sponge won't reach. You'll see the streaky look I mentioned, so when you're done with the brush, just pat your sponge over the streaky areas. While that dries, use a clean sponge to paint half of the name tag. Since we're doing a two-toned ombre look, I'm not putting the pink all the way across. This pink's lighter than the purple, so I'm painting almost all the way across, but leaving a little unpainted. I'm mixing up a lighter purple, but it's still darker than the pink, so we only need a little bit. Keep the purple as far towards the purple side as possible and just don't go over very far. Just blending the two together will pull the darker color over plenty. I'm even putting more pink on the sponge to pull more pink back over so it doesn't get overtaken by the purple. And now let it dry. Your nameplate should be dry by now, so you can paint the back just like we did the front. Time to dry this as well. Ta-da! Your drying won't be quite that fast. Now slide the name tag back on. I really love these colors together. Now for some 3D letter stickers. I picked metallic aqua letters to match the aqua paint. This is optional, but I cut out the letters first so I could line them all up to make sure they'd all fit. You can absolutely just pull the stickers right off the sheet and put them right on wherever looks good to you, but I would wind up with mine totally crooked, I got really extra and even used a ruler to measure how far from the bottom I wanted the letters and cut out a strip of paper to use as a guide to keep the words straight. Then I arranged the letters a little more precisely so I could get an even better idea of the spacing. Now put on each letter one at a time. And I noticed, even from the fuzzy image at the side of my head, that I was concentrating way too hard on this and took an inordinate amount of time putting on these letters. They're just stickers. I also used one of those big clampy paper clips to check that the first letter and the last letter were about the same distance from the sides. And it's ready! Unicorn vibes, ready for your desk, locker, nightstand, or wherever you want to put it. Maybe desk decor, but not gonna lie, I would put it just about anywhere because I really like how it turned out.
So there we have it, DIYs for Back to School 2018 that make your day a little bit more fun. I still can't figure out which one of them is my favorite. Where is it? Uniform vibes, come here. Let me show you the uniform vibes again.
Unicorn, I love them.
Unicorm vibes for your desk. This doesn't even have to be at school. You put this anywhere. I'm probably gonna put it over there. And every time I see the gummy bears, okay, I gotta get the gummy bears out. Oh, gummy bears. Every time I see them, I'm gonna eat them.
This isn't a good idea.
Don't eat the gummy bears. Do not do that, please. There's gonna be some little kid out there who goes and eats the crayon gummy bears, and your parents are gonna be very mad at me, and I do not want to deal with the wrath of your parents, please. So on that note, let's just move on. Tell me in the comments what your favorite part is about the first day of school. And it better not be eating gummy bear crayons. Anyway, if you enjoy, don't forget to poke the subscribe button. And you know what the thumbs up button is for. You should use it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in our next back to school video.